By the way, I misspelled Vildyarta. I know how to say it now. Vildyarta. Thank you to another commenter who suggested it. Anyways, Kim Eklund suggested Humanity's Last Breath and Stort, S-T-O-O-R-T-N-E-E-R. Same kind of music, and Buster Odenholm is the brain behind them. So if he's the brain behind both, then I'm going to go ahead and check out Humanity's Last Breath, and the first one he listed was Abyssal Mouth. Let's check that out. Abyssal Mouth. Oh, there's a music video. All right. Let's give it a play. All right. All right. That low. That's some low tuning. The bass end, maybe, let me turn it up. The bass end feels weak. It's not hitting on the bass end enough for me. But it's still massive. I still like it. Ooh, let me look up the lyrics. Okay, I get the vibe. I get the vibe. I get it. Everyone's hanging their heads down. Like, it's just so heavy. The weight of these thoughts. Some good production quality. Ooh. That's a good high. Bum 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 bum. I like that. Yeah. I wish that bass end. I can hear it. I hear the bass end, but it's just not. It's just not like punching like it should. Ooh, that's cool. Nice little coarse envelope filter or something. What are those noises? That reminds me of K-Mac. What is going on there? Must be some cool pedal distortion effect. I like the tones. I really like the vocal production. I really like the guitars. The drum mix is great. And the bass is there. It's present, but it's not. I personally like bass heavy mixes. I really like bass end being full. And right now it's just. It's almost like it's half there. I really like that kick. Sounds real. Ooh, that was a cool build-up growl. Like, that's really cool. That noise, man, that guitar noise. That was a cool suggestion. That was super cool. My thoughts on the bass end. That's my biggest critique, is that the bass end was not enough. I didn't hear it crunch enough. I didn't hear that bass like growl. Not even only the tone of the bass. It wasn't growly enough. It wasn't present enough. Like, it was there. Like, it was filling some space. But I felt like the bass end could have been wider. It would have made the whole thing more enveloping, you know, when it comes to being drawn into this deep hole of thought. I'm not into these kind of lyrics. I'm not into it, but I can still wrap my head around them. I don't listen to this and go, wow, I totally relate, but I also understand it. I've felt those things a long time ago. Pitch black, swollen, descend into my realm, rejoice in a world wiped clean. I know what that feels like. You know, I do. Transforming all waters of this earth into blood. Breathe this air replaced by dust and smoke. It's like dark. It's super dark. But what I like is that the lyrics match the music. And that's cool. That's really cool. That's when a song is effective. Despite, you know, when I was ripping on Toby Mac earlier, that's why I rip on it. I rip on Toby Mac, not because I think the music itself is bad, which it was. It was at least boring. But it's the fact that the lyrics don't match the feel of the song. Songs should evoke organic words. I'm speaking from experience, like as a lyric writer, as a songwriter. When I listen to my music, you know, whether I wrote the music or if somebody else wrote the music and I'm writing vocals to that music, I go by what the song is evoking within me. Let's just say that the singer doesn't write the music, and then the band goes, "Here's our song. You know, write what you want." It seems to me like he heard this and would naturally go, "What does this evoke? You know, what kind of feelings do I feel when I hear this?" You know, and he's saying stuff that's like, pitch black, swollen, descend into my realm, rejoice in a world wiped clean. Like, he wants everything to be wiped out. Transforming all waters of this earth into blood. Like, everything needs to die. The earth swath in the tongue of an abyssal gape, like ash crumbling in a sea of waste. It's some heavy stuff, and it's actually well written. Just let me rest, longing for a deathly silence, like he's just tired of life. Swallow me whole, abyssal mouth. I find solace in a world wiped clean. Swallow me, like he wants himself. It's nihilism, kind of. It's like, it's not just nihilism. It's a loathing of the self. It's a loathing of human life. It's expression of that loathing. And there are people out there that have experienced things, that have gone through stuff, that have faced so much abuse that this is their worldview. This is how they view life. They don't rejoice in it. They hate it. If you knew the things that they have experienced, you would understand that. You wouldn't condemn it. Now, I don't endorse this worldview. I'm not saying this worldview is the correct worldview. I'm just saying this is a proper expression when it comes to someone feeling this way. And I can relate to that. I can relate to the sense that he's organically writing something. And so let's read the rest of the lyrics. I love lyrics. Lyrics are very important to me. I like that he said, "Just let me rest." I know that feeling. Reeking this human stench. Again, the hatred of humans. Seeking its way through the air, poisoning its surroundings, spewer of waste. You're counting the days to absolute ruination, a momentous abolition. Overflowing from the bowels of earth emerging, a population drowning, infinite doom surging. I find solace in the world like queen, just let me rest. And then the flow, he just repeats stuff. Oh, except the flaw of nature, the pestilent swarm, like ash crumbling as I await my final sleep. Swallow me whole, spewer of waste. It's just how, at least my interpretation, and it's called Abyssal Mouth, it's just a longing for the end. You know, it's a longing for the end. And there are many people that think, why would you write that about that? Why would you write something about that? How could anything positive come from this? And it's like, the positive that comes from this is the catharsis. Like, it's the catharsis that other people get to feel when they get to hear something heavy like this, and they hear something that is dark, and they can relate, especially the kind of people that relate to these kind of lyrics. It's cathartic to hear something that they're like, I'm not alone in feeling this way. I'm not alone in how deep in a hole I feel. So I appreciate it. I actually appreciate this stuff. I don't think it's to be taken lightly. I think it's to be taken very, very seriously. And it's a good representation of how music can manifest itself in an organic way. And this is the current state of many people, and Abyssal Mouth. Some people want the end. Some people want it all to go away. They just want life to end. And I'm here to say that it's worth sticking around, but it's not easy. It never will be. And it's going to be harder for some people. It's going to be easier for others. But I don't want to rabbit hole too deeply into my own understanding of the lyrics and stuff and what I think about this kind of stuff, but I've given enough thoughts about it anyway. But cool song. The visuals were sweet. The video was called OD Visual. I like the visuals. They were nice. I thought it was funny that it was like everything was so heavy that like the guitarists had to like hang their heads and bend their backs forward, and they're like the guitar may as well be on the floor at that point. And in between, when the singer was not singing, he was just hanging his head like he was some sort of dead zombie. That was cool. I don't know. Nothing felt really gimmicky. I liked the little flares, the drum flares. Nothing felt too fancy, which I liked. And I thought the guitar noises were cool. They're like the weird high-pitch feedback, like that weird glitchy, I don't know. I've heard that kind of stuff before, but it reminded me, I said it during the recording or during the playthrough, but it reminded me of K-Mac's video of his like filling your breakdown with different voices or different noises. You do a pinch harmonic like dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun, laser chord dun 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 dun, and just like you do every single break, there's some weird guitar noise. It reminded me of that. Overall, the song is pretty cool. I'll definitely keep an eye out for these guys. I'll like the video. That was cool. Give me some more suggestions and I'll continue to check these things out. All right. Peace.